John Browner Podcast at gmail.com. Every day, all the time. John Browner Podcast at gmail.com. That's how you get to this space. My shirt looks, my double shirt I got going on here looks weird. Shout out to Father's Day for all the people recovering from all the gifts you got from Father's Day. I know sometimes we get overwhelmed with all the cool stuff we get from our family, like mugs and hats and shirts and things of that nature. So I hope you guys were able to receive all the things that you got for Father's Day and display them proudly over the weekend. Outside of that, we are in the knockout round. I'm gonna listen, this show has a level of soccer, I don't know, mojo. Thanks to Coach Alex breaking it down. He said they would get up 2-0 at halftime. They were up 2-0 at halftime. Do you understand what I'm saying to you? They were up 2-0 at halftime. He spoke it into existence, and then it happened. I don't know what else to tell y'all. That was crazy. As he was telling me what was going to happen in the game, boom, it happened. I was like, oh, we up 2-0 at his halftime. Ah! I was going crazy up in here. Now, we didn't get that third goal, and Pulisic didn't play. But that's not the point. The point is not whether Pulisic played or not. The point is not whether or not we got the third goal. He literally called 2 goals, okay? Our soccer guy, our soccer correspondent, called the 2 goals. So, bam, USA. Working on my wardrobe as we do the show. USA. We'll get more into that. The NBA draft is tomorrow. We're going to talk about the freak out that's occurring around the NBA draft, for whether or not Giannis will or won't be traded to Boston. Today they're saying this for Jaylen Brown. It's a Jaylen Brown for Giannis and some parts and pieces. And as always, the Miami Heat, at this point, I'm convinced people use them in every trade to drive up the price. And that's literally, I think, what's happening with the Celtics. The Miami Heat are being used as a prop to drive up the trade assets to acquire Giannis. We'll get into that. The Padres go full Padre in top of the 9th inning. Yesterday, it was not pleasant. You get first and I think it was first and second, or I think it was the first and second with nobody out, and you lose by 1. So I don't really know how much more detail we need to get into that, but we'll get into it because it's really just the same problem over and over again. Like, stop me if you famous, stop me if you've heard this before. And this was the Padres yesterday. Stop me if you heard this before. You get to the point where you have an opportunity to win the game. And what happens? Because that's all you're asking for, right? Is an opportunity to win the game. But you get to the 9th inning, you get 2 people on, and you just another 4-3 loss. I just don't I don't know. I don't know how many more of these we can take. Let me see, where is it? I don't know how many more of these we can take. But they keep coming, man. They literally keep coming. I have no idea how many more of these. I don't want to call them gut-wrenching because they keep happening. They keep happening. The weekend series versus the Rangers, it gave you the first two games, gave you what you're looking for. Manny homered in extras, which is absolutely the guy you're looking to come through. You score 7 in the first game, you lose. You score 6, you get the home run in the 10th, you win. And then you can't handle prosperity. You can't handle good things happening to you because you go to the game against. I think Mackenzie Gore is the guy who they beat on Saturday. So it's tough, man. It's rough to watch, man. Wyatt Langford giving you a 3-run shot. He's got back-to-back. That's a young guy doing his thing. So you want to keep going. You want to keep looking at this and feeling like, hey man, we're close. Hey man, we're getting there. Hey man, we're getting there. Tatis gets a hit. Kalanick gets a hit. I'm sorry. Tatis gets a hit. Bogarts gets a hit. Ty France struck out. My dog Song, who just hasn't panned out, he lines out. And then Duran grounds out. First and second with nobody out, and you walk away with the same thing. I guess we shouldn't be surprised at the lack of just coming through, but you keep getting these flashes. You keep getting these moments. You keep getting these things that happen, and then you go, okay, maybe this is maybe this is it. This goes back to what we talked about last week. The Peloton of the Padres season was in full effect yesterday. You literally thought you were getting somewhere after what happened on Saturday, only to have it come back and bite you on Sunday. Tatis, by the way, because there are some silver linings in the things that have been happening. Tatis has been pretty good. Fernando Tatis Jr. has been pretty good. So we can't necessarily. He's up to 285. Came in, pinch hit yesterday, got on base. These are when I'm talking about leadership, man. That's great leadership. Hey, man, if y'all need me, I'm here for a bat. You get to the ninth inning, bang, guy gets you on base. But you gotta be a the famous saying. The famous saying is be an active participant in your rescue. And it just really feels like the Peloton experience strikes again. It feels like, okay, we got this. We on the roll. We had a good ending to yesterday's game. We roll into the following game. Another good pitching performance. And then all of a sudden, you get to the ninth inning and the bottom just falls out. Because I thought, again, I'll speak about this again. I think Walker Buehler has been fantastic for what you need Walker Buehler to do. Like, think about that. I think Walker Buehler has been great for the thing that you need Walker Buehler to do. After that, I don't know. I couldn't tell you. It's disappointing. And I don't want to talk about I don't want to talk about what's coming on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. I know y'all might want to talk about it. I don't want to talk about that. This team needs to focus on Atlanta. You got a 6-game homestand. This team needs to focus on Atlanta because the next 10 games, I'm going to read them to you, okay? Atlanta, Los Angeles, not the Angels, Chicago, Los Angeles, not the Angels. The season could be over in the next 10 games, right? So 3, 6, 9, what's that? 13. The season could be over in the next 13 games. What today? Let me mark this down. Today is, I'm telling y'all right now, it's May. It's May. No, sorry. Whoa, it's June. It's June 22nd. The next, let's say 14, next 14 games is the season. Shout out to the Rigby family. Shout out to Tito. Shout out to Coach Alex. Shout out to David P. Shout out to Graham. Shout out to Super. Shout out to Prado. Shout out to Raiders versus everyone. I'm asking y'all a question. Everybody up in here, man, I'm asking y'all a question because I'm really trying to get to the bottom of this. Am I wrong for this? Am I wrong for this? Let's talk about this stretch again. You got 3 against Atlanta, 3 against LA, 3 against Chicago, 4 against the Dodgers. So you got 7 games against the Dodgers in the next 13. This is it. Am I tripping? Am I overreacting? Should I pump my brakes? Because I'm looking at the way that the Padres have played. The way that the Padres have played. They lost a series against Texas. They lost a series against St. Louis. They won the series against Baltimore and Cincinnati. They lost against the Mets. They lost against the Phillies. They lost against the Nats. They lost against the Phillies again. That's since May 24th. I guess since May 24th, the Padres have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Have 8 wins in almost a calendar month. From June, from where am I? I lost it. Hold on. So from May 18th, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So in a calendar month, it has not been good. It has been ugly. What up, Biggie? I see you in here. This could get real ugly. I think this is over. I think we are in trouble, y'all. Water be filling the boat. Biggie says, "Sub J, Padre fans blowing games late. Well, at least you aren't a Giants fan who blow games early and late. Your Padres will make the playoff." I don't know about that, Biggie. I don't know about that, man. In addition to that, by the way, Rafael Devers not wanting to come out first. Music. I loved it. That's great content. That's great content. At some point, shout out to Rafael Devers for being like, all right, finally, I'm going to make a scene, but I'm going to leave. I'm going to leave, but I'm going to test some stuff up on my way out. But we're not talking about the Giants right now. Super Mercado. That's what I'm saying. Top of the ninth. T singles. Bogart singles. France K. Song out. And then Duran, Fielder's Choice out. Just pathetic is too complimentary of a word. And then to look out, then to look out on the horizon after that, knowing you going into Atlanta, you got Atlanta coming in here. Atlanta is 48-28, first in the NL East. So you got 48-28 Atlanta. And then after 48-28 Atlanta, you got 48-29 Los Angeles. The Cubs struggling Cubs, 40-37. And then you go back to the Dodgers. And then you might catch a break with Arizona. But at that point, you're going to be worse than Arizona. This next 13 set of games, this next 4 series, this is the season. I think, and if I'm not mistaken, I think you have the, I think you got the All-Star break after that. What was it, July? No. It's rough, man. It's rough. I think this is it, y'all. I think this is it. Because you got the July 4th series coming through. You got the Dodgers in Petco on July 4th. The season could literally be over July 4th weekend. The Dodgers are coming down. We're going up. By that, I mean just destination, driving, travel. Ah, man, this is. I don't think that the San Diego Padres survive this. The Padres are in Los Angeles Saturday, July 4th weekend. That might that 17 game, that 17 game literally might be the last important game the Padres play this season. Because by the time they leave Los Angeles on the weekend of July 4th and come back here Monday, July 6th against Arizona, bruh, we might be talking about Chargers camp. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I'm I'm not gonna sit here and lie to y'all. If they out of the next 13 games, if they go 3-10, man, you don't think 3-10 possible? Y'all don't think 3-10 possible? Come on, man. They playing two division leaders and a Cubs team that seems to have found their footing after just stinking up the joint. So yeah, man, this is it was fun. Super says we split with LA next 6 games. Come on, let's freaking go. No. What Padre fan, positive Padre observer. Positive Padre observer. Let me ask you a real question. Do you think you're going to split with Atlanta? You're going to win a 3-game with Atlanta, who's got a better record, or they got a better record than the Dodgers? So you're gonna split. Let's say you lose 2 out of 3 to Atlanta. That's a win. Then you lose 2 out of 3 to Los Angeles. That's now you're 4-2. I mean, you're 2-4. Like when I'm telling you, if they walk away from this, what was it? So 13 games. If they walk away from this, 4-9, 3-10, it's over, man. I just with the way that this current team is playing, the way that the current version of the Padres are playing, this is gonna be rough. It just is. That's my opinion. Well, I'm gonna be here for it. Don't get me wrong. I'm gonna be here for it. We all gonna have a conversation about it. We're gonna watch the demise, but I don't think it'll be fun. I don't think it'll be fun. We'll say that season we made it to July 4th, which is usually the way things have been going before this previous successful run. But unless you see the Padres team we expected to start the season, the Padres team we expected to compete, unless you see that over this next 13-game stretch, I don't know what would give you optimism after this. I don't know what you could see if they don't do well in this. I don't know what you could take out of this that they still have a chance. And I'm talking about just making them postseason at this point. If they do well, Tatis has to continue to do well. Merrill's going to have to bat between 280 and 290 in this 13-game stretch. You're going to need Manny to come out of his slump. He looked as if he was, then he wasn't. And then you need everybody else to just kind of do the thing that you're paying them to do. You need Bogarts to come up with a hit here and there. You need Samad Taylor to be active on the bases. His speed, and I think it was a Saturday game, showed itself. That's what you need. That's the activity you need, somebody who can throw down a bunt if Tatis gets on. These are the things that you need to have present. These are the threats that you have to take to the plate when you can't string hits together. So you got to have Tatis, Taylor, Merrill, Machado, Bogarts. After that, Sheets. I mean, how much more waiting can we do? I'm saying there's a chance, Coach Alex. Soup says if by the end of the season Manny is batting 220, we're winning it all. That I guess that would be if Manny can if put it like this. If Manny can get to 220 by All-Star break, we might have made it out of this because that's a sign that he's been productive in multiple at bats in multiple games. If the San Diego Padres, if Manny Machado is 220 by the All-Star break, we may see some light here. I doubt it. I doubt it. But just another tough ninth inning to watch. Just another tough game to be a part of. Just come on, man. Come on. Oh, it's hard to root, man. It's hard to watch. It's hard to stomach. It's hard to digest. It's hard to put a countdown to 220 on the board, man. That's hard to do. We already got I think the whole run is easier to follow. Maybe we can treat Manny's batting average like the Dow. Call it the Manny Jones or the Machado Index. Oh, hey, there we go. Idea. Thanks, Stoop. We're going to call it the Machado Index. The Machado, it'll be up tomorrow. Index. We'll have it look like the stock market back here. Hard to fan, bro. I ain't going to tell y'all how to fan, bro, but it's hard for me lately. I ain't going to lie. Graham says you do realize that in the playoffs, the most important aspect is starting pitching, which we severely lack. But keep living in delusion. Hey, man, listen, I'm trying, dog. I'm trying, bruh. I'm trying to find something positive. Again, this is the Padres Peloton season so far. We ain't going nowhere, dog. We riding in place. Okay, Tatis got 2 damn home runs. It's June 22nd. We're gonna put the Manny Index up tomorrow. You know, the Manny Index, Coach Alex, the Manny Index is going public tomorrow, y'all. Like SpaceX. God damn, man. Let's talk about something else. Let's move on. As always, man, if you guys are new to the show, I'm John Brown. This is the John Brown Podcast. I'm coming to you guys courtesy of many X accounts. One of them is the Sporting Tribune. Shout out to all my people over at the Sporting Tribune. If you're viewing me from that standpoint, please give the show a retweet. I really appreciate it. In addition to that, if you are watching the show on YouTube, please do me a favor and subscribe, like, share, and subscribe. I really appreciate it. It helps me get into space, helps me promote the show, helps me push the algorithm up. As y'all know, we on our march to 300, so we're getting there. It's moving. We're moving. And so the best thing that we can do is to continue to try to promote and continue to try to show that thing and grow that thing. So shout out to the people at the Sporting Tribune. The Sporting Tribune tonight is where you can also catch me with those guys doing some sports commentary about more basketball things. Very little baseball talk on that show. So if you like basketball, if you like some of the other topics that we tend to get into, the NFL season's coming around, that's where you'll find me later on at night. So yeah. Jason Adams has been rough to watch, Soup. He really has been. I don't know. The Padres bullpen has been the number one thing that has kept hope. The Padres bullpen has been the number one thing that has allowed me and probably all of us to keep hope. The pitching hasn't been terrible. But come on, man. We can't lose a single arm. We can't lose a single arm. Wish granted, David P. We on to the knockout round. Let's talk some soccer, man. Let's talk some soccer. Listen, on this show on Friday, Coach Alex came through, and Coach Alex told us a couple of things, what would happen on the game. Now, I've said consistently, and I asked him this consistently, And I have another question for him next time he comes on. What is this more of a indication of? Are the other teams bad, or are we really this good? Because that's now the question that I see other people asking. You heard it here first. But that's the question I see other people asking because they didn't expect them to be this good. Like they're already advanced to the knockout round, and there's a whole other game left to be played. So, and I'm hearing through the way that this might play out, the likelihood of who they might face in the first round of the knockout, they will be favored. Listen, this team feels like something I can absolutely get behind. This team feels like something I would try to follow outside of this. And I don't even know how that works. Is this like FIBA? Or is this like, I don't really understand the dynamics of how you qualify and what happens after this and when's the next U.S. Cup game or when the next Team USA game playing in the qualifier or however that works. Because, again, it's 4 years after this. So I don't want to be like, hey, man, all right, see y'all in 4 years like a college student. I don't want to do that. I want to drop y'all off and then come back at graduation and see you with a beard and a cocaine habit. I don't want to do that. I want to try to follow y'all through. I want to come back for Parents Weekend. Okay? I want to see some stuff. Show me what you've learned. But this has been awesome. This has been awesome, man. The tournament has been great. The World Cup has been fantastic. But the play of the United States of America has been something that you could literally wrap your arms around. They look fast. They look aggressive. They look hungry. They look determined. Christian Pulisic is supposed to be the best player. He didn't even play. He hasn't even attempted a shot on goal. And yet here we are. Here we are, 6 points on the board. Shut them out. So I'm not a footy. Shout out to Axe Technology. What it do? I'm not a footy by no means. I would never, by no means. I do not consider myself a footy, baby. But what I will tell you, what I will tell you is what we have seen from this tournament, the way that they have played. I'm full-throatedly behind them. There will be soccer coverage on this show. Period. Wait, the Women's World Cup in 2 years. I'm not talking about that right now. The women are always fantastic. The women are always fantastic. This has never been the women's World Cup and the women's Olympic basketball team dominate. They just utter dominate. They dominate. Women's sports in America dominate across the world where the women get to be free. Where the women get to be themselves, we dominate. Soccer, dominate. Basketball, dominate. Gymnastics, we do well. We do well, but we don't dominate. Ice skating, China dominates that. Gymnastics, they got all these little tiny people running around. These 12-year-old gymnastics in the Olympics. I don't know. That doesn't look good. That doesn't look safe. That doesn't look healthy. We don't run that. We got standards in our country. No disrespect to the people of China. Sponsor the show. But it looks like Messi just scored according to the chat. Let me run up in there and check. Let me see what's up. Messi misses penalty. Argentina takes. Oh, okay, hold on. It's 1-0. Who got the goal, bro? Yep, Lionel Messi. There you go. Messi put another one in the back. So yeah, man, this has been an amazing opportunity for me to just kind of suck up what is going on here. And it's been great. It's been great. I haven't been able to see the Messi go. Hold on, let me head over to YouTube. Let me head over to X. Let me see. Oh, Messi with the penalty. Oh, he missed the penalty. That was 27 minutes ago, though. So let me hit an updated version. Okay. All right. Well, I'll get to it at some point. I'm sure it'll show his face. I'm sure it'll show his face. But my point being, as far as the U.S. goes, I'm 100% into this. I'm 100% behind this. Let's keep it going. Let's keep the energy moving. Let's get Coach on the show the day before the game or the day of the game. The day of the game works for him, whenever that is, I guess. Whenever he comes on with his mojo day of, we seem to walk away with the win. He's been on the show 3 times for soccer. We got 3 wins. Oh, Excuseless got his merch. Shout out. Shout out to Exclusives getting his merch, bruh. You listen, you wear that shirt, I'll post you on this show. Y'all know the rules. So yeah, man. We'll get Coach Alex back on. We'll see if the mojo's real. But we really gonna need that mojo during the knockout round. We really gonna need that mojo during the knockout round, man. Let me see. James. Oh, we got a real. Listen, I'm gonna read this. And I don't know what this says because it's really long. But James from Twitch, because by the way, we're streaming on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, X, and Kick. This may be advertising. Hold on, let me pre-read this, man, because I can't talk and read at the same time. Yo, bro, just wanted to show you some real love from the stream. You generally got crazy potential. Oh, okay, this is that's an ad. All right. David P says, nice. I have Argentina in my work pool. Shout out. Biggie says, the NBA draft tomorrow and Michigan head coach. All right, let's talk about that. So, the NBA draft is tomorrow. We all know who the first 4 picks are going to be. Adrian Peterson, AJ DeBonzik, Cameron Boozer, and Wilson, the kid from North Carolina. I would like Darius Acuff to go to the Clippers at 5, but I'm not really sure that that's going to happen right now because a lot of signals are pointing to Michael Brown, which, you know, when it comes to workout, before I get to Dusty May, let me talk about the question of workouts. This is the thing about professional sports I never understand. I genuinely, I just don't get it. Because if you have all this tape of these kids playing, whether it be NFL or NBA, you have all this tape of them playing during the regular season. Why do people lose their minds over a workout? When it's just chairs or it's just coaches, people get enamored over these workouts. I find that whatever you put on tape, that's more important to me. When I interview you, I would not work any of these guys out. Because I know what you can do because I've seen it in 5-on-5 competition. I want to talk to your coach and see your practice habits. I want to talk to you. I want to sit down, try to get to know you, your family. Obviously, I'm going to do my research. I'm going to send my team out. We're going to do background checks because we're investing millions and millions, hundreds of millions of dollars in you potentially. So I'm going to have all my investigators do their investigating. I don't need to see you in a workout. I don't. I have 40, sometimes 100 live tapes to watch you play in almost every situation that you can get in a basketball scenario. I 100% do not need to have you work out right in front of me. I know if you're explosive. I know if you're fast. I've seen you against other guys. I know you're explosive. I've watched you jump over dudes. I know how strong you are. I've watched you bully guys in the post. These GMs and these coaches who get blown away by these workouts, it tends to not work out. Ironically, now, if the kid's injured, if the player's injured, and you haven't been able to see him in a couple of months, and you're talking about drafting him, yeah, you probably want to see that kid work out. You probably want to see that kid see how live his feet are. But this craziness about, guys are moving up because of workouts, that's crazy to me. I think Darius Acuff Jr. is miles ahead of Michael Brown. I think he's miles ahead of Keegan Wagler. Both of those guys did not display. Well, Wagler did, but he had a very good team. Darius Acuff Jr. carried his team. That's why I think he's the 5th pick, and I'm not. We'll find out tomorrow about that. Let's talk about this. Let's talk about the Dusty May situation and the Giannis situation. I don't believe Giannis is being traded until I see it. I just don't. That's me personally. That's my personal opinion. I don't think Giannis will be traded until I see the ticker at the bottom of ESPN, and then the report is everywhere that he's been traded. I see the parts he's been traded for, and I see where he's been traded to. Now let's talk about one of these supposed trades. The trade to the Celtics, to me, my opinion, the Celtics are going to be good, but they'll just be the same Celtics. Jaylen Brown, in my opinion, is a better basketball player all around than Giannis is. Giannis is past his prime. Jaylen Brown is entering his prime. Jaylen Brown is a better jump shooter. He's a better free throw shooter. He's a better three-point shooter. He's a better ball handler. He's a better defender. And he's healthier. What are you trading for? It's going to take such an integration into what Giannis does into the Celtics that it's going to rearrange the way they play basketball. Giannis doesn't shoot threes. This is not like trading for Cat. This isn't like trading for Porzingis when they traded for Porzingis. You're going to have to completely alter the way you play basketball if the Celtics get Giannis. It's not going to look the same. The threes are going to have to plummet because he doesn't shoot threes. And because he doesn't shoot threes, you now as Celtics fans, you now as Celtics front office, coaches, players, you're going to now have to draw up something for him to start lower on the box as opposed to standing at the top of the key, dribbling against 5 guys while Jason Tatum's standing over here and Derek White standing over here doing nothing. I don't like this for the Celtics. I think Jaylen Brown is a better player. I think redefining that team around Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum, like y'all did when y'all won the championship, is a far better move for the Celtics. I understand the Celtics kind of see themselves in a sticking point, and Jaylen Brown has made it very clear that he thinks he's the number one guy. Wow, that's what you want every player to think. But the idea that you're going to trade Giannis for Jaylen Brown, which pretty much feels like a straight-up trade, the Bucks are going to win that trade. How often do you hear about a team trading a guy of Giannis's magnitude and losing, and winning the trade? The Bucks are going to win this trade if the trade is to Boston for Jaylen Brown. He's under contract longer. He's got more of a career ahead of him. He's got more to prove than Giannis, and he's healthier and a better three-point shooter and a better ball handler and a better free throw shooter and a better defender. The Dusty May portion of today's news, he's leaving Michigan after winning the national championship, back-to-back really good tournament runs. He's got 2 of his best players going pro. I don't blame him. He's going to go now coach Cooper Flagg, probably get Yaxel or Axel, whatever his name is, the best player, or Mara on his team. I don't blame him. I don't blame him. I would go coach the Dallas Mavericks too. I would love to go coach Kyrie Irving and Cooper Flagg and Gafford and who's the other kid from Duke, the tall one who with the hair. Like, I would love to do that too. I would love that opportunity. So Dusty May going to the Dallas Mavericks is the best move possible because you can always go back to college, and you can always go back to college for a bigger bag. They'll always take you back. They'll always take you back. So the Dusty May move isn't really that big of a deal to me. I think that's a sideways move. Jason Kidd's a good coach. It just didn't work out. The report is if they don't trade Jaylen Brown to Milwaukee, they're going to trade him somewhere else. Similar to like the Miami Heat are saying that if they don't trade Tyler Hero to Milwaukee, they're going to find another suitor. But the Miami Heat, the overrated version of the Miami Heat is consistent, man. Every year, the Miami Heat are involved in some big trade for this guy, big trade for that guy. They never trade for anybody. They don't have any parts. People want Bam. That's literally it. People want Bam. Biggie says, Brown is from the Bay. Come home, Jay Brown. Warriors do a 3-way trade to get Brown to play with Steph. It'd be a dream. Oh, listen. They ain't got nothing the Celtics want, dog. You're going to need 300 teams involved in that trade. No. Sorry. Ain't enough teams in the league to help that happen. Jimmy Butler's knees are too bad. No. Miami makes no sense for Giannis because you're going to have to trade the players that would make him a winner. A lot of times people look at these trades. Miami doesn't have a boatload of picks like San Antonio. Miami doesn't have a boatload of picks like Oklahoma City. So they got to trade physical bodies. So when they trade Tyler Hero, Khalil Ware, and possibly something else for Giannis, now you've lost your best three-point shooter, you've lost your best young big, and now you are Bam and Giannis? Who's going to shoot the ball? And again, Bam's great. Bam's a multi-talented player. Bam can dribble. Bam can shoot. Bam can do all this. But on the court with Giannis, what is Bam going to do? I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't like any of this. These Giannis trades don't make sense to me. The only one that makes sense for Milwaukee is Boston. There's nothing Miami has for me. And if Giannis is going to tell me, oh, you're going to trade me to Miami, all right, cool. You tell that to Boston. See ya. Let them trade you. You call them and say, you call Boston and say you don't want to go there. I'm going to call Miami. I'm going to tell you, we're not trading him to me. We're not trading him to you. We're not trading him. And then we're back at square one with Giannis, which I think, again, until I see him traded, I don't think he's getting traded. This has gone on too long. This has gone on for years. I don't think he's got it. I don't think he's got the stomach for it. So tomorrow's going to be great. I think the draft's going to be interesting. There's a lot of good, young, talented players. There's at least 7 really good players in this draft. Most of them are guards, so I don't really know how that's going to squeeze its way into it. But I'm excited about the draft. I think it's going to be great. Like I talked about earlier, Padres on their nosedive to doom. The next 13 games for the Padres are absolutely essential. We'll see where those go. And we're in the knockout round. We're going to get Coach back on and keep the good mojo going. And until then, man, I'll see y'all tomorrow. Take care of each other, man. Be easy. Peace.